Today, every day, small cap investors visit Agoracom knowing this is the day to discover the world's next great company, to have their dreams come true. That's why I take to the open road, to find them, to tell their stories, to engage them, to bring them to life, because they want to connect with you from your office, your phone, your home, anywhere. Agoracom, find your dream. Welcome to Beyond the Press Release, a production of Agoracom, in which we take the time to speak with small cap executives right after they put out important news. And you can definitely say that about ImagineAR. Yesterday closed up 20% on 11.5 million shares traded. With us today, I've got Alan Paul Silverstein. He's President CEO. The company trades on the CSC and the stock symbol IP. For our investors in the US, IPNFF. With us as well, special guest Jerry Epstein. He's CEO and co-founder at Engage Nation. The company announced yesterday, I'm going to read the headline, ImagineAR announces partnership with Engage Nation, an award-winning leader in digital engagement marketing for casinos. That's what we're talking about today. Gents, welcome to the show.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to be here, and I hope you're doing well.
We're doing great, and we're really happy to have you on, Jerry, because look, you're an award-winning firm in the casino industry. That's no easy feat to accomplish. And now you're moving into adding AR, augmented reality, into your offerings. Let me ask you first, what was it about ImagineAR that led you to choose them as a partner? Because I'd imagine you probably had a few options available. What was it about Alan's company that sealed the deal for you?
We were absolutely blown away by the level of technology and what they can deliver to us. We really pride ourselves on aligning with some of the more innovative companies out there. And when we had this opportunity with Alan and ImagineAR, we seized it. We were incredibly impressed with the performance of the product, and we're excited about rolling it out.
How are you gonna work it into your marketing? So you're a digital engagement firm, so you engage digitally to send guys like George onto the properties of your clients. I can imagine you use a lot of the traditional, but you do it very, very well. How are you going to work AR into? Give us, if you can, if you've thought about it, maybe a layman's example about you're going to use AR to drive me into the win, for example.
Well, there's a number of ways. So what we are experts in, and where we have won our awards through the years, is that we engage people online, and then we create a program that will achieve a desired outcome. So as an example, someone can engage online and we'll drive them to one of our clients. It could be stations, it could be Morongo. We're dealing with more than 25 casinos across the country. One aspect of what we're looking at is that when they get to the property, and we've got an amazing conversion rate from online to a brick and mortars, is that to engage them and we call it edutainment. We're educating them in an entertaining way about what's going on at a property. So when they get there, and then we can engage them with AR, we think with a treasure hunt, a scavenger hunt, where we can direct them around the property. And the key is fun, entertaining, and rewarding. Right. And we can combine all this with Alan's product to be able to achieve that.
Hey, Jerry, do you think that's going to appeal to a younger demographic or the entire spectrum?
We believe that, that there is no one size fits all, to be honest. But we do believe that this can engage not only the millennials, and that's what the properties are looking to try and get out in a greater volume at this point. But we actually believe that there's going to be a tremendous opportunity with the baby boomers. And that's the core audience of casinos right now. 55 plus skews a little bit more towards the female. We think that we can get them to engage in this because it's something they've never seen before.
Alan, what does this partnership say about ImagineAR's capabilities, given the fact that Engage Nation is an award winner? They're trusted by over 25 casinos. They had their pick of the litter to look at everybody. What does that say about your capabilities that you've been saying all along, but now you've got that third-party validation?
Absolutely. Thank you, George. And Jerry, appreciate and listening to you and what you plan on doing. We've been excited from the moment we met Jerry and Engage Nation and were introduced to him. And I always believe that the engagement opportunity with mobile AR has always been a significant opportunity. And we've invested millions in our platform to get it to where it is. And with current COVID, you know, what's going on in terms of social distancing to remote engagements and driving people, it's a natural fit. And Engaged Nations and their prominence in the industry and understanding the casino marketplace, it's just a great partnership relationship that we're excited to be with and let them manage with their expertise and understanding that vertical market for us. So we're excited for it. It's nice to have, like you said, an endorsement of high regard from certainly someone so prominent in the industry and successful to work with us to kind of build out their development projects with their clients. So it's been wonderful. Obviously, you said the market has responded highly to it. So again, realizing a lot of stockholders, the tremendous value that Engage Nation brings to the table. And we're very excited about the potential revenue opportunities going forward together.
Hey, Jerry, you know, AR is a relatively new thing. Most people aren't even, you know, we're in the process of educating investors in the investment world as to how AR works and what its value is. Do you see this as a short-term fix next 12 months as casinos, you know, have to fight harder to get people to come in to their properties? Or do you believe this is just the beginning and AR is going to play a real significant role in your marketing for the next, you know, 2, 3, 5 years?
I think it's pretty much endless. We don't take a look at this as a short lifespan at all. And we believe that as we do, we're going to continue to innovate. And what we do is, and we're really, our technology platform is amazing, but we're marketers. And we take a look at constantly coming up with new and different ways to utilize the technology out there. So we see it as a long-term play.
What's your rollout look like? I mean, you've got, you got 25 or more customers, you know, big name casinos around the United States. Are you planning to do is it more like a test run with 1 or 2 of your closest partners and clients, or are you just going to go to all of them and say, hey, we've got this and we want to, you know, we want to add this into the repertoire?
Well, as you can imagine, you know, everyone within the casino industry and generally in business, they want to be a leader, but very few people actually want to be first. So we'll go out to, we've identified a couple of clients, and there's some of the, can't name them right now, but there's some of the biggest names in the casino industry, some of the biggest and most major operators. And we know that they're going to be interested in this. So we're taking a look at a couple of proof of concept programs, which we feel very confident will succeed. And then we take a look at, we've got 25 named clients, but there are 80 different properties. So we see then a massive rollout of following the initial testing program phase.
You use the term pioneer. Is it safe to assume that Engage Nation is a pioneer in bringing AR into marketing for casinos?
We believe that. And also to throw out there is just, we have begun to branch out. We're dealing with also some of the bigger multinational brands, and we're beginning to talk with them about the role that this can play at a retail location. There are so many extensions that we take a look at.
Right.
So we don't believe that, you know, it's only within the casino industry. We are ready to take this out on a massive scale.
Man, that's exciting. So safe to assume that this is also providing you and Engage Nation with a competitive edge as you go to win business that you got to fight for every day. We all know in business, you got to fight for the business.
Our goal is to continue to raise the level of the product and service that we provide. And that's why when we take a look at ImagineAR, this is just a perfect fit with what we do, how we approach the marketplace. And there's no question, we think it does give us another advantage going out and selling and closing clients right now.
Alan, your claim to fame at ImagineAR is that you enable business to create their own mobile phone AR campaigns with next to no programming or technology skills. For example, Engage Nation doesn't have to have 3 or 4 dedicated tech people trying to roll this out. what role are you going to play in supporting Engage as it rolls out to his clients? Are you guys going to be, more support or actually involved in the process helping out?
Well, Engage Nation has been extremely successful, understanding the market, understanding the clients, and delivering solutions. Obviously, not only by the rewards, but the reputation and prominence in the industry. We're going to take a supportive role to Jerry and his team to help them. We've already had a couple of conversations. I believe their big focus and what will be a big win is leveraging our SDK toolkit, which is the ability to plug in our existing platform into existing mobile apps of all these properties he's mentioning and client opportunities. So I think it's a great, strategic relationship for us. We don't have the expertise, we don't have the relationships, but we have a strong, proven model from a platform standpoint, from a technology, and we're going to continue to improve and make enhancements. And what's great about the relationship with Jerry and his team is I guarantee they'll come up with some great ideas, new functions, new features we haven't even thought of. And although as advanced as we always think we are, we're excited to work with people who are at the forefront of delivering technical solutions and engagement, and keep building out the platform, support them, and then grow that SDK base throughout his client base in North America.
Jerry, I'm going to leave the final word to you, because it sounds like, first of all, here's the good news. It sounds like we're going to be having you back on in the coming weeks and months. I don't know exact the timeline for your rollout, but clearly you're going to be aggressive about it. So we'll have a lot more to talk about. But I'm going to kind of leave the last word to you on this as to how you feel augmented reality, the size, the role it's going to play in your future, in the next decade of your operations.
We think it actually is going to be very significant. As I mentioned earlier, we're always looking for a competitive edge. And right now, I think that anything digital is more relevant, given COVID-19, than ever before. Now, what it's done is it's refocused people to fully understand and appreciate the digital and technological aspects of engagement. And this is just, it's opened the door. Believe me, if we could wipe out COVID, I would say, that would be the greatest thing that could happen.
Sure, of course.
But what we have determined during this period of time is people now are more mindful of more advanced technological programming that can engage people in a more effective way. And we think that this just opens the door long term, and the addition of AR to our suite of products and services, we think is going to be something that our clients are going to embrace, and that we also firmly believe that it's going to show itself in quantifiable results at the property. And once you're able to do that with any client, they want more. So we see this as a tremendous opportunity for us together to really penetrate both the casino industry and beyond, both today, tomorrow, and well into the future.
And for everyone watching at home or listening via podcast, you would expect Alan to be saying things like that because he's the CEO. It adds big credibility when Jerry's firm says something like that, coming straight from Jerry, who's the co-founder and CEO. But I also remind you, I'm going to read here, I'm going to end with this, what Tim Cook said, Apple CEO. Here's the quote: AR will play an important role in how we use technology in the future and promises to be as influential in our society as the smartphone. So you've watched, in the past what Alan had to say. Today, for the first time, you've heard and watched what Jerry has to say. And then that's supported by what Tim Cook has to say. So the future for augmented reality is tremendous. Gentlemen, thanks so much for joining us today. We wish you guys great success on this, and can't wait to have you guys back when we talk about, your first 1, 2, 3 rollouts and on and on.
We look forward to it. George, thank you. It's been a real pleasure. Alan, thank you.
Thank you as well, Jerry. Thank you as always, George. Take care, and everyone be safe.
You too.
You've been watching Alan Paul Silverstein. He's CEO of ImagineAR, trades on the CSE under the stock symbol IP, and for our friends in the US under IPNFF, as well as Jerry Epstein, who's CEO and co-founder of Engage Nation, an award-winning firm, digital marketing firm for the casino industry. Look, folks, we've got a lot of time on our hands. A lot of us are staying at home. There's only so much Netflix and social media scrolling you can do. Take this time to do great due diligence. and especially when it comes to augmented reality, and especially when it comes to ImagineAR. Get to Agoracom, read up about the company, read up about the technology. It's really easily laid out, so you know, so you can really understand it, and then follow the company, because today's news, or yesterday's news, today's interview shows that the company is well on its way to commercializing. Thanks for joining us. Continue to stay safe. Have a great day. See you all next time.